Connecting to the divine or speaking the correct name of who we all try to pray to, it's an instinctive process. And when you search for God, search for the divine, and you're in an extreme emotional state. Sometimes, you do have the complete conscious thought of our God, the complete conscious thought of who we all try to pray to. You have it. By doing that, you speak our God's true name and you get a response, you know what I mean? But this is a rare occurrence, but many people do experience this once in their life, and it's usually associated with extreme emotional pain while you're inwardly searching, basically searching for God inwardly. And, you have the complete conscious thought of who God is, and so you speak their name and all the questions in your head and all the things you're searching for. You get a response, And to this day, you claim that, God visited you, and gave you a message. And you'd be right. But it just happened just that one time, and you didn't really ask anything special, You were in pain. You just wanted your pain to go away. You wanted to know that your loved one's okay and things like that, But anyways, I gotta explain how that happened. Oh, I just did explain how it happened, huh? In any case, if you've done that before and you want to do it again, just follow the instinctive science, Think of it like this. I'm just going to talk about the Abrahamic religions right now. Called prophets when you can speak God's name and get a response, And all the prophets, they always go to the wilderness to make contact, that true prayer, They don't go to a building, they go to the wilderness. And throughout their life, they search for God everywhere. In all of God's creation, the water, plant life, animal life, the stars, the heat, the cold, stone, And it's not like you just stare at it. You have fun, You do things, you have fun. Teaches your brain instinctively gains understandings that way and education in it. Basically strengthens your mind. It gives you an actual education, An education you need to have the complete conscious thought of who our God is. Let's tell you what. This is one of our God's creation, And it teaches us a lot of stuff, a lot of simple understandings, but it teaches us also just a little bit about our God, A little conscious understanding about who our God is. And it's something you need, even though it's just a little bit, Everything God created teaches a little bit. And you get all these little bits and put them in your head so you have the complete conscious thought of who our God is. And think about it in Islam, the angel that told Muhammad to read 3 times. Angels don't lie. And the fact that the angel told Muhammad to read 3 times, Muhammad could read. Just not human words, but our God's words. Basically, the conscious understandings they put in everything they created. That's how Muhammad read. Because Muhammad searched for God everywhere. When he was in the cave, meditating, praying, whatnot, whatever else he was doing, he was searching for God the whole time, everywhere. With all of his senses, all of his 5 senses, in his inward sense. The senses, his 5 senses, outward senses, compile his perception of reality, Everywhere. Anyways, that's it, That's it. If you've done it once, you're going to spend your whole rest of your life trying to do it again because if you've said a true prayer before, during that moment of time, your thirst for God was gone. It was a wonderful feeling, And since then, it's come back. Your thirst has come back. Your thirst for God has come back, and you crave that communication, that true prayer. You crave it. Because you got all these questions you need to ask Him. In any case, it's an instinctive process, and just figure it out and do it again, And again and again and again and again. Basically, destiny exists, so walk that path, you know what I'm saying? Because our God's been waiting for you. That place in space-time in the future, when you say that true prayer and you speak God's true name, they're waiting right there. They're waiting for that, And look like this, whatever your name is, imagine being somewhere and people are calling out the wrong name the whole time. All kinds of different people calling out the wrong name. It's not your name. You hear all these names being called, You hear them all. And then you hear your name. You know what I mean? You turn around, you look. Well, you're already looking, but you hear your name. And you're like, hey, what's up? You know, you establish communication. You know, like, hey, what's up? And that's basically how it is when you say our God's true name. You know, it's not a human word. It's a name they've always had because they've existed forever by themselves before they created anything. So there was nobody to speak to, and they've always had a name. You know, so their language is what they had, was their conscious thought is their language. Consciousness is their language. So the complete conscious thought of who they are is their true name. In any case, you're welcome. And figure it out, you know. Basically, get in the instinctive education, walk the instinctive path, meditate a lot, pray a lot, however you want to look at it, and search for God everywhere. All of God's creation, search for God everywhere. You know? Read as the angel told Muhammad to read, basically. That's how you get the education to speak the divine name.